Hey guys, welcome back to Indulge with Dimples. And guess what? It is fall. And guess what? Your girl got her nails done in orange color. I love fall. It's my favorite season of the year because the temperature is right. The holidays are on point. And you can wear a jacket, okay? You can wear a little blazer. You can wear a little sweater vest. You know, that's all what I'm all about. Holidays and fall. So I'm about to show you how to make your own Almond Joy candy bar, okay? So follow me in the kitchen and let's get to it. Alright guys, just like I told you in the intro, we're gonna make our own Almond Joy or coconut patty situation. So like I said, this is going to be simple, easy, and short. You can make this, package it up, give it out to your family for the holidays because we're coming into Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all this good stuff, and you want to just be able to make something from the heart and share it to the home. So these are the ingredients that you need, and it doesn't take that much. You need a can of condensed milk. Condensed milk is sweet, and we're going to need about a cup of this. You're going to need some semi-chocolate. You can use whatever chocolate chips that you like. I'm going to use this. And you're going to need some sweetened or unsweetened coconut shavings, depending on which one you like. But I have the sweetened ones. And you just need some dry roasted, you can get it lightly salted like I did, or get the plain ones, of almonds. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, it's a couple things that I'm going to be using because I wasn't for sure how I was going to scoop these out and make them look like the Almond Joy candy bars. But don't worry. So open up your can of sweetened condensed milk. And you want to measure out a cupful, okay? This stuff is super, super sweet. So if you ever made fudge, they use this for fudge. They use this for cakes, icing, if you are like a baker and you know anything about that. So let's go ahead and get us, I'm going to start off with a half a cup because I'm not for sure if I want a lot of these right now. You know, I was being smart and not just opening the can up. So, half a cup of condensed milk. And you want a cup and a half of coconut flakes. The chocolate and the almond are going to come in last. And a nice trick to have is make sure you have like a little damp towel around you because that condensed milk is super, super sticky. So you're going to get a cup and a half of your coconut flour. I mean your coconut flakes. That's 1 cup, and let's do a half a cup. And then you want to use like a spoon or a spatula for this part of mixing. You just want to go ahead and mix this really, really good in your bowl. Now over at my side right here, I have a melon scooper and I have an ice cream scooper. And I'm not for sure what size scooper that I want to use. So we're going to test it out and see. So make sure you have the condensed milk and the coconut flakes mixed up really well. And if you feel like you need to add a little bit more coconut flakes, go ahead. I think I'm just going to add a little sprinkle or two of coconut flakes in there. So your mixture should come out looking like this. Alright. Now, like I said, I'm not for sure if I want to use the melon scooper or the ice cream scooper, but we're going to test it out and see. And then you just want to get you like some parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you can use one of the silicone liners, which I have here. They are very cheap and expensive, and you can buy it from like Burlington's, Marshall's, Home Goods, At Home. Very cheap and expensive. This one is for cookies, so I'm going to try to fill up all these. Once you get done figuring out how you want to scoop them or shape them, you want to put them in the refrigerator or the fridge. If you're going to put them in the refrigerator at the bottom, you want to let them sit in there for 20 minutes. You're going to put them in the fridge, you want to let them sit in there for probably 10. So let's go ahead and figure out how we want to scoop these. So this looks more like the Almond Joy bar, but it's too fat. And this one I like because it's circle and we can just stick an almond in the middle. And it's a nice size to eat since these are so sweet. So what we're going to do is go ahead, use our melon scooper instead of our ice cream scooper, and get to preparing these. At this time I have them all down here, but I'm going to take my hand and scope them just a little bit better, and then I'm going to put them in the refrigerator or the fridge depending on how you want to do this. And after a while you want to take them out midway, like 10 minutes or 8 minutes, and you want to just stuff a little almond at the top. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you how we're going to do a double boil on our chocolate and melt it, or the microwave, you know, whatever floats your boat. And we're going to have us an Almond Joy bar. Alright guys, so the almond balls have been sitting in the fridge and they're hard. And at first I was trying to make them to look like the almond shaped candy, but let me tell you something. Put some gloves on, just pinch them off and roll them. Easy, because we're not trying to be in here longer than we're supposed to. And this is what they come out to be. They're a little sticky or tacky. That's what you want. And all we're going to do is go ahead and take some almonds like we have right here, and we're just going to stick them on top or in there if you can. If you can stick them in there, yep, bam, we can stick the almonds right in there, just like so. So this is a fun project you can have the kids do. Just go ahead and stick them in there or stick them on top. Probably can just stick them on top like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. But while that's going on, you can get a double boiler. So a double boiler is you get a pot that's smaller than this, and you sit your glass in there and you let the water underneath in the pot boil, and then you put your chocolate in here. We're not going to do that because y'all know I'm not about to be in the kitchen that long. Take the chocolate candy, cut it open, okay, pour it in the bowl like so. We're going to put this in the microwave, and we are going to do 10-second increments of 3. So that's 30 seconds. So every 10 seconds, you're going to take it out and stir it, put it back in there 10, stir it back in there 10. While that's going on, we're going to go ahead and put these almonds on top of these little coconut balls, and we're going to be ready to cook or to coat our stuff. Alright guys, so I did this about 3 times, I think 4 times, but look how smooth the chocolate came out, okay? So your chocolate should come out smooth like this. Now, we're going to put the little almonds on top of our coconut, and all I'm going to do is take a fork, and I left some empty, I didn't want them all. Take a fork and just scoop it in there, And I don't want a lot of chocolate on here. I think that's a lot of chocolate. So I'm going to try not to put so much chocolate on here. Because that's not what we want. We don't want it like dripping in chocolate. And then I'm going to sit it back on here. Ooh, I think that's going to look beautiful, but I think that's a lot of chocolate. Okay, so just scoop it up at the bottom. And maybe if we drizzle it on there. Because I don't want it thick. And this is a lot of chocolate. This chocolate is thick for some reason. And we just want to cover it up. And this is semi-chocolate. So I didn't do like the whole fill of the thick chocolate. And I think I'm going to have to do the double boiler. Because this chocolate is getting a little bit thick real fast. And I don't want it to get too thick on me before I can even finish. Okay, so that gives you kind of idea how we're going to do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and just scoop it right on off of there. So make sure you keep stirring your chocolate. You're going to take your fork like so. And you're going to scoop underneath to get one of your candy bars out. It's going to be on a fork like so. Then you're going to take your chocolate. Now you can dip it in here. I'm going to dip it in here. You can dip it in here like this. And get you like a little brush. And then brush the rest of the chocolate on here. Because these look like they are going to have a lot of chocolate going on. Okay. And then after you get done doing all this said and done. You want to sit it back in the refrigerator for maybe another 5 minutes or so. And then when we come back, they're going to be ready to crack open and eat. So yeah, I'm going to brush off some of this extra chocolate because I don't want it too chocolatey. Look at that. And then all you're going to do is take it and just scoop it right back off like so. So I'm going to finish these off camera, and then when I come back and let them sit, I'll be back to show you. Alright guys, so let's talk about this 10-minute meal. Now they look good from the far. Look at that. So I'm enjoying. I was supposed to be making them look like the candy bar. Did not happen. I decided to change the method up and make them into round balls. They taste just like Almond Joy. But let's talk about the technique of coating these. If you are a candy maker and you know how to temper chocolate and you went to school for all that, I kudos you for what you do. But I am not into that, and I could not figure out how to temper these. So I melted chocolate and I put some gloves on and I dropped them in there. I picked them up, wiped them off, rolled them around, and this is what I got, y'all. This is what we got. It's not easy to coat them, but if you find an easier way to coat them, please let me know, because I will redo this over. I was going to scratch the whole video, but I put so much work and time in it that at the end everything was a disaster, so I wasn't going to throw this video away. But besides that, they taste good, they smell good. I had a taste tester taste them, so I know they taste good, and I taste them myself, and they are really, really good. So after you complete how to cover them in chocolate, I'm going to cut it in half so you can see the inside of this. Look at that. Look like an Almond Joy. You know how like an Almond Joy looks inside? Now I coated some with the nuts and some without. And you can see that my chocolate is a little bit thicker. So if you know how to figure out to put the chocolate in there a little thinner, go ahead. These are delicious. I'm going to go ahead and sample this one for you. Tastes just like an Almond Joy. So until next time, I will see you. Hopefully you leave a comment down below. Let me know how you made these and tell me how it came out when it came to covering them with the chocolate, because that's the only problem I had. Alright, see you next time.